everybody! Welcome, welcome! How are all of you? I see this very... what is this, a rivalry? Over my attention? Girls, you're both pretty. But yes, Papa Pauws is my dad, and so he kind of automatically wins. Or loses. I don't fucking know! I would imagine having me as a kid would be a nightmare, but okay. Okay, so what's on today's agenda? We're gonna play Our Life Beginning and Always. Again, we're gonna go for Derek's route. And for some reason, you guys wanted me to play the game from the very fucking beginning. From the very start of the game for some reason or another. I don't know. Which I'm fine with. Play this game from beginning to end twice in a row now. Why not go for 3? Am I right? However, once Baxter's story comes out, I will probably skip steps 1 through... Wait, when does Baxter come in again? 1 and 2. Wait, no. Derek's route... Wait, no. I fucked up. Sorry. Derek's route starts in step 2. I'm sorry. I am dumb. Listen, it is 5 in the morning. I stream twice a day. When you stream that often, your brain tends to go, error, error, error. Error code kitten. Jokes aside, as a friendly reminder, I am no longer streaming on Twitch, so if you miss any of my streams because you're expecting me to stream over there, I'm sorry. I'm not on that platform anymore. Twitch, kind of, in the most loving way possible, made me fucking pissed off. And since I have never been partnered or what is the word I'm looking for? Partnered or... Since I have never been partnered or an ambassador, I do not have a reason to care if they get pissed off at me for saying that. I am such a terrible human being. Wait, I'm not a human being at all. I'm a cat. What is coming out of my mouth right now? I don't know. Capinos, hello, welcome, welcome. How are you? However, my Twitch rules do also apply to my YouTube. Currently, I only have 1 mod on YouTube. I need more mods. I'll probably ask Chi-Chi if she wants to mod for me. Oops, forgot about that. You know. Gotta ask the Kitten fam, yeah? Not joking, by the way. Somehow, Chi-Chi and myself just kind of randomly became a litter of kittens. We're not an official VTubing group or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. Just kind of happened. This tea is absolutely delicious. It's absolutely delicious and it makes my stomach happy. And every other part of me. Anyways, announcements. The reason... Hi, Keijo. Everybody go follow Keijo on Twitch. The reason I have not streamed yesterday was for 2 reasons. 1, I was very fucking tired. That's why I did not stream in the morning, because I was really tired from a bunch of other stuff I was already doing. The other reason is because I can get overall deliciousness. The other reason is because I was busy story writing. So I was working on an episode of my script, and I wanted it done. Don't do that. Don't do what? Sleep? Have a life? Commit war crimes? I mean, meow. I think that was the most monotone meow I've ever mustered. Don't do what, Mrs. Cove? Oh, yeah, no. Absolutely go follow Keijo. Give her head pats. Give her hugs. You know, give... If she consents, give her kisses on the nose. Oh yeah, absolutely war crimes. Don't be a cat that's evil. Yeah, I mean, telling me not to be a cat is like telling Keijo... I've got nothing for Keijo. Okay, so here's how my gaming process for this round of our life is going to go. I am going to play the game from beginning to end. I'm going to play the side stories. However, this time around, I will not be I will not be playing, sorry, Cove's paid DLCs. I will only be playing Derek's. Any other side story that happens to already come with the game, I will be playing. We try to give you kisses on the nose, but we love you, Keijo. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're such a little cutie patootie, and I love you. Keijo's trying to sound terrifying. She's not. She's not scary in the slightest. She's just cute. Keijo is about as scary as... Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that's... Okay, to give you an idea of how terrifying Keijo is. A cupcake from your favorite bakery. Or favorite pastry if you don't like cupcakes. Is more terrifying than Keijo. One of my friends said that they don't like cake, and while I do not understand how one cannot like cake, I will say, in my opinion, cake is overrated. Like, I don't know what it is. There are just other pastries that I would rather eat. There are other sweet pastries that I would rather eat, like cream puffs. Specifically cream puffs, because I really... Cream puffs, don't give me... Most people drop F-bombs. My kid delivers F-words. I'm so proud. It used to annoy me, but then I realized nobody cusses better. Not even... Love you too, Dad. Oh god, speaking of this, I don't know why I remember this conversation. I don't remember the context, but I remember the conversation. My dad and I were talking, and I remember... Dad said that my older brother, I'm not gonna say names because I don't know if they're fine with it, me saying their actual names on a stream. It just sounds wrong when they swear. Like, they just sound, instead of sounding the way you would want swear words to be delivered, he said it just sounds hilarious when he swears. Once again, I do not know why I remember this conversation, but I do. I would say everybody go follow my dad, but I don't think Daddy is making videos? Not to my knowledge, anyway. Dad, are you making videos? Because I know you said you wanted to, but I don't know if you're currently doing it. I'm a scary Oni. No, you're not. You are not scary, Keijo. You are as terrifying as a cupcake. And I'm not talking about one of those realistic cupcakes that have like giant monster fangs and blood coming out of it. No, no, no. I mean one of those really cute cupcakes that you would probably see in Akihabara or something. Sure. Whatever you need. No, just let me know. Excuse me. Oh, just let me know. Oh, yeah. I got my dad into the idea of VTubing. He's not a VTuber yet. Keyword yet. You strike fear into the hearts of, Oh, look! There's a butterfly! I love how Keijo tries to continuously be scary left, right, and center, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just comes out as cute. Yeah, Keijo, you're yes, Keijo. You're very scary. You're very, very scary. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Ah! Who's a kid? Who's a scary Oni? Who's a scary Oni? I feel like I'm just being mean to poor Keijo. For that, I'm gonna hit your dad. I'm gonna hit on your dad. Good luck. Good luck. The man is... How old are you now, Dad? 60-something? Also, I just... Oh, no, never mind. You know, I'm just gonna sit here and watch, because I was gonna jump right into the game, but I'm kind of curious to see how this ends up turning out. Tip's hat. Oh, dang it. I can't sip any more tea. Dang it. I'm just old. And I'm just, tiny. Y'all are weird. Perfect age for me. Keijo, you're 28. I'm not old, I'm class. You told me this. I need a better, I need a chat box and a better background, but you know what? You know what? There is a very old saying. Good things come to those who demolish the fucking country! I'm kidding. Dude, my siblings are older than you. I know I'm younger, but my siblings are in their 30s. My dad would basically see you as a 12-year-old. I'm not joking. He sees me as a freaking 12-year-old. And I'm 25. Which... I'm down to demolish the country. Heck yeah, let's do it. But eventually I do plan to get this background replaced. I love it, don't get me wrong. However, this was just kind of given to me. It's cute, but... And I do like it, but it's not really fitting for my overall aesthetic, so I do want to get it changed. I already have 3 great loves and they call me Dad. Aww. Dad! I'm gonna cry! You realize I can read everything you're saying, right, Keicho? I can literally read everything you're saying. Please tell me you know this. Okay, I'm gonna stop goofing off. Hi, baby boy. I love you. Angel has come to say hello. The background pic gives a cozy vibe, just like the stream. Maybe the color palette is a bit off. Oh, I love this background. I really do. It's pretty. It's really cute. I especially love the teddy bear in the background. Like, I want to pick it up and give it snuggles. Almost as much as I want to pick up Angel and give him snuggles, but I can do that anytime because he's real. Be jealous, mortals. But, I do want to get this background replaced. I've been wanting to get rid of replaced for a while. Really, the only reason this background was initially used back when I made my top 10 husbando video. I don't know. I've never modded anybody on YouTube. You can try. Because I'm Twitch, they can't. I would assume no, but does thou care to fuck around and find out? Okay, now I'm actually going to cut the music off. Because otherwise, you guys know, my brain will go all over the place. Left, right, center, up, down, strange charm. My dad will understand the reference. Angel is a feline wish dragon. Angel is a feline wish dragon. I keep telling people, Angel was my wish. I asked for a white cat when I was like, I think I was 8 years old, maybe. Maybe I was younger, maybe I was older, I don't remember exactly when. And years later, I got a white cat with blue eyes. So Angel was quite literally my wish. And I got him when I needed him. It's not right, my new baby. What do you mean, Steve Error? All right. Where's my window capture? We're not playing Omori. As fun as that game is. Excuse me. Okay. So this is gonna have to shrink. It's like you were my... Dad! No! 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 Do not make me cry while I'm... Well, don't make me cry while I'm streaming. No, 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 no. No, no. These mortals need to think that I'm, big and, scowy and terrifying and will eat their souls. Because I totally will. We're wholesome? Yeah, we are pretty wholesome. Right, Dad? Sometimes. Okay. All of that is true. Exactly what I want in a daughter. Aww. A functional family relationship in this economy? Oh, bro, if you saw me in my freaking teenage years, we were not functional. I was a troubled kid and Dad had a hard time putting up with my ass. It took us years to actually become semi-functional. And fun story, and fun story, sad story, however you want to look at it. My dad is my only parent. So he was, so for a while, he was kind of the only family I had. I think this is decently sized. It was not easy and we still have to work on it, right, Dad? I mean, look, while we were living together, we fought a lot, especially when I was a kid. I mean, we still do fight sometimes, but we always make up in the end, right, Dad? Yeah. New file. Because this is a new game. Oh, I'm so excited! No, because I've already played this game start to finish twice! And you guys are making me do it again! Because you guys really wanted to see Derek's route, and for some reason want me to start at the very fucking beginning of the game! Because I guess starting at step 2 is just not enough for you guys. Goddamn weebs! I love you guys. This is true. I'm trying to decide what skin tone I want this time. Oh yeah, I want to pick voice names. Default. I don't know what it is, but in general, I like the name Jamie. Don't get me wrong, but it's not my favorite. Oh. And I think this time I want to go with Salem. Selkie. Selkie is the name of a mythical creature, isn't it? You're an anime cat girl on the internet. Cringe. Uh-huh. Right. And, you're a yokai on the internet, so shush. I don't want to hear it from you. But yeah, I know Salem is typically seen as a masculine name. At least I think it is, but I really like Salem as a name. I don't know why.
Salem.
Last name. My last name is just last name. Pause. Because it's always pause. Skin tone. I think the first time around I went with olive, and the second time I went with, I want to say I went with tan the second round, but I'm not entirely sure. What do you think an Oni is? It's a type of yokai. Just like Kitsune, Nakamata. What other yokai are there Yukiona? The Tories. Believe it or not, I was able to do. I was a very angry kid. Normally, I wouldn't go for darker skin tones. Mostly because I just happen to be fairly light. Obviously not white. I'm biracial. But I'm pretty fair-skinned, so I usually go with lighter skin tones when I customize characters that are meant to resemble me, but I think I'll go with brown this time. Oop, not dark brown. Brown this time. Now let's choose hairstyle. This hairstyle, this one I actually kind of like. It's very, very cute. Why does this make me think of that really creepy chick who's like obsessed with ghost stories? And I want to say the anime was Wallflower. Like, she's really pretty. But a lot of people think that she's kind of ugly until she gets like really, really excited over something horror related. I think it's Wallflower, but I'm not entirely sure. Hang on. I have to Google this now. Flower. Yeah, it was Wallflower. Which I have not seen. Well, I've seen the first episode. And I think that was it. Yeah, they're a type of yokai. Yeah, you were. Aw, Dad. A functional family in this economy? Yeah, I know, right? Imagine being functional. Couldn't be me. Going through my emo phase as an 8-year-old, yo! I have so many issues. Why do you guys watch me? This one I kind of like. It's pretty cute. I don't really like the two-tone hairstyles very much. Aw. Thank you. Thank you. B. Curled. Curled 3. Beaded. I did often have, fun fact, I did have beads often in my hair when I was a lot younger. Oh, that's adorable! Dad, do you remember when I had like beads in my hair when I was, say, freaking like 5 or something? I was adorable. I was also an evil little menace, but we don't talk about that. Not the biggest fan of flocks. They look cute on other people, but I've never liked them on myself. Oh, that's cute. That's just freaking precious. I have had my hair like this when I was little. There were pictures taken. Unfortunately, I don't have those pictures anymore. I don't know what happened to them. A lot of my childhood pictures got lost, and I'm a little bit sad about it. I was an emo at like 4. Bro, I feel that. What do they mean by strand? Cannot see shit, so it just looks kind of pointless. That is also very cute. I think I'm gonna go with one of the fun styles. Oh, that's cute. Me being indecisive as all hell, but that's normal. I think I like this one. What do you guys think, cats? I remember you were adorable. Please don't say better. Thanks, Dad. This is pretty freaking adorable. I like it. I think I might go with this one. It's super freaking cute. Ah! Hair color. We're in a cartoon land. Realistic hair colors don't matter. Granted, I could go with black and it would still be pretty freaking adorable, but not the biggest fan of green hair. Unless it's really dark green. Don't ask me why. I kind of wished dark green was an option. Not the biggest fan of bright pink hair either. Well, I take that back. It depends on who's wearing it, because in my opinion, bright pink hair does not work for everyone's skin tone. For the people it does work for, it looks freaking amazing, but for other people, not so much. I gotta go to work now. Gotta bring the blood pressure down. Gotta go work out now. Gotta bring the blood pressure. Oh, I thought you said you gotta go to work. Gotta bring the blood pressure down. I was going to say, how does working bring your blood pressure down? Wouldn't it just raise it? I kind of like purple. I kind of wish red, violet, or magenta were optional, because I feel like that would be very cute. But they're not, and it makes me sad. Oh, okay. Guys, what do you like better for hair color? Do you guys like the purple or the black? You can let me know while I'm choosing eye shape. I don't know what my eye shape is IRL, but I'm not trying to mimic IRL me. I'm trying to go with what I like. Oh, that's cute. Work at a weed farm. That'll get you arrested. Yellow for the hair color? I kind of like this. I don't know why, but it looks so smug. And I kind of adore it. Your aunt, let you know, your great auntie knew that you would grow up to be such an awesome. Thank you. Great auntie. Which great auntie? Dad, you're gonna have to text me which grade on, because I honestly don't know which one you're talking about. I also like slope, so this one I'm not the biggest fan of, and I can't explain why. But which do you guys like more, sloped or sloped or sharp? Oh no, my family freaking adores me. Well, most of them do. Great aunt. Great aunt would have been proud of me. Which one was he talking about? Wait, hold on, cat. Alright, hold on. Okay, into face shape is... I don't know why, but I prefer round faces. No. My fig is a peach shape. Actually, that's kind of cute. Like that. Nah. Isn't there a category for icon? Oh, there is. Okay. Oh, that's a really pretty color combination. I like the beige. Jesus Christ, that is blinding as hell. It looks cool, but oh god, my eyes. That's blinding. I also like the red, and pink is pretty cute too. Not a big fan with the purple eyes though, for some reason. I think I'm gonna keep the beige. I like it. Cat, what do you like more, the purple or the black hair? Do I want to keep the bun, or do I want to go with... Do I want to go with the bun or the ponytail? Nah, I like the ponytail better. Ah! Hey. Cat? Yeah? Oh, jeez, that's weird. Why do I feel like gray and black for hair specifically is just weird? I think it's fine if it's black and white, well, white streaks, but or silver, but just gray is, well, actually no, even silver is kind of a stretch. I don't know. What do you guys like better though, black or purple? Meeny, miny, mo. Wait, I think God, I can't think of people's names in my own chat who are presently in my chat. Said yellow, which interesting color choice. I'll give you that. I'm not sure I like it though. I think I would go for either purple or black. So yeah. What do you guys like, purple or black? I think they're both pretty cute. I picked yellow randomly as it wasn't an option you get. Wow. Also, I just don't think yellow looks good on her. Oops. She. I am a she. And I seek to be obnoxious. God damn it, Keijo! Perp. Just perp. 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 God, I swear, why does so much of my R live streams just involve, or the beginning of my R live streams, excuse me, just revolves so much around customization because I am indecisive as all fuck. But just to go against Keijo, I'm going for black. Because of that bullshit. Where's he cheap? I'm kind of curious to see how this one. Oh, that's cute. Not a big fan of the fuck. Those freckles are kind of cute. I think I like the scar there. Probably because I got hit in the head so many times. I actually do have a scar there. Also, for those of you who do not know, I do have a birthmark in real life, but it is not on my face. Size, medium, slender. I'll just say slender, I guess. And even though I do not wear glasses in real life, should I give her glasses? Definitely not those though. I hate all of these. Well, I kind of like the first one. Let's see. Back. Did I wear dresses as an 8-year-old? I genuinely do not remember. Accessory type. A hat with this hairstyle would not work. I guess. There's pants, skirts, and dresses. I wore necklaces fairly often as a kid. Don't recall ever wearing any bracelets, or if I did, it wasn't very often. I guess necklaces? Do you guys want to keep the classics? The glasses, or should I drop them? Do you want to keep the classics? Should I actually say this? I need an adult. I need a fucking adult. Joe, you are a nerd. I don't want to hear it. And I do not wear glasses in real life. What does me being an adult have to do with glasses? I kind of like the circle glasses though. They're kind of cute. I think this is kind of cute. I like it. Didn't they give you an option to edit the mouth? At least I thought they did. Face shape, skin tone, eye shape, eye color, hair front, back, front color, hair back. I need a better adult. I think this is probably fine. I kind of like the way this turned out. It's pretty cute. I like it. Wait, can I? No, I cannot. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty air. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of school-less vacation with it. During the summer, your mom didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area. Didn't like you to wander too far outside your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went with Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses. They built businesses. They got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the family-friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, or most often just said hello. You didn't really get why they always had to say hi. They saw you every day, but you nodded at them. But you nodded back at them anyway. You ended up saying hi to a lot of different people since most of the tourists came and went every summer were the same ones. You were too anxious to say hi back to most of the residents that greeted you, but they all knew you well enough to expect that. I don't know. I do get shy around people, but if somebody's just saying hi, well, that's an 8-year-old. I don't think I would have gotten too squeamish at it. I'm more shy about it now than I was when I was younger, so I'm just gonna say you ended up saying hi to a lot of different people. There's most of the tour. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You enjoyed learning all about where they were visiting from and hope to visit those places one day too. But today, there was a man standing on the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and wondered if he was even a real person, you wondered if he was even a real person or a statue that had magically sprung from the ground overnight. Whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everything in Sunset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your mom's called it. But for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags. Your mom's had a talk with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. You hadn't been exactly listening at the time. You think it could be okay to talk to new people? Yeah, I did not listen as a kid. They mentioned that some people aren't good to talk to. Other attractive people you can help if you don't know them. Remember that it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite to them. This thing? I feel like either of the top two would probably work. You weren't sure about this man yet. Whether he was nice or not, you didn't want to be bothered. You were pretty interested and wanted to go know more about what was going on. Still, you felt a bit scared knowing that he was blocking the way to your front door. You slowed down your mind erasing for ideas of how to get past him unseen, but it was too late to escape. There was a split second where your eyes met and you took a shaky breath, your eyes darting to the sky, pretending to stare at a bird who was hovering nearby. Hey! His voice startled you and made you jump, but still you didn't look at him. The bird landed on top of a nearby gate post, and its feathers ruffled against the gentle breeze. Trying to keep your eyes on it was tough, especially when the man stood up and started to make his way towards you. Not wanting to seem approachable, you folded down. Still unsure about him. Unsure about you. Oh god, still unsure about him. You'd be friendly and offered him a strange smile. The man gives a grin of his own back. Do you live around here? What's your name? You looked up at the man, up and down, taking in his tanned skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer. I live right there. My name is Salem. Great. Nice to meet you, Salem. Yeah. Yeah? You gave a broad smile, relief settling on his face. $20. Here we are. He reached into his back pocket and pulled out an He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand, and he held it up to you. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him. Knowing 8-year-old me, I would have just taken the bill and not asked any further questions. Well, could you do me a favor? Nothing bad. Sorry, I should have... Let me start over. Cleared his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it made him look creepier. I have a son. His name is Cove, who's about your age. Oh, that sounds like a strange name for an actual living person. You see on the inside of your sheet, this guy was definitely obsessed with water. But definitely the kind of name someone like this guy would give their kid. We moved in across the street. See? He gestured towards the house that had been empty for a year. His watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the wall. The gigantic "for sale" sign was finally gone. You must be Salem Pauws, right? I met your moms earlier and they told me you were 8, just like him, so... I'm not 8 years old. I'm 4. You shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention. A hopeful smile tilting his lips up corners. Can you try to be friends with the boy? Give it a chance, and you can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him.
Do you mind?
But you gotta keep it a secret, okay? It wouldn't be friendly to say his dad sent you. You eyed the man. Kind of felt sorry for him. The other kids, I'm gonna say we kind of felt sorry for Cove. That definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that. Let's an adult. What do you say? Want to make a deal? You ran away. You know, I wonder what happens if we actually take the money. The curiosity in me is killing me. Cats, should we take the bill? Should we take the bill or run away? I feel like both would be funny as hell for some reason. I have issues. Welcome to the Kitten Pauws channel, where we talk about childhood trauma, apparently. Take the money and run. No, well, we can't do that. We can either take the money or we can run. One of you says take the money. The other says run. We're talking about childhood trauma? Listen, back when I was 8. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So this one time, redacted. Back when I was 8, I was forced to join the mafia. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That didn't actually happen. I may or may not be referencing the newest episode of Hell of a Boss. You will never know. Okay, so one of you says run, the other says take the money. Anybody want to break the tie and decide the fate? Anybody who isn't Keijo or pizza? Again, anybody who isn't Keijo or pizza? No. How about this? You do what I say anyways. Damn, where the fuck did that come from? Flip a coin! No! I'm not flipping a coin. Sit down, Keijo. My only question is, what the fuck are these YouTube emotes? I am honestly confused by these motherfucking YouTube emotes. Eh. Eeny, meeny, miny, mouse. Catch a kitten by the ears? Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you... Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them on the shoulder? Don't tell me what to do. Sit down now. Your story. Dance on death. Oh no. I'm gonna guess you were in trouble for a long time. Alright, we're just gonna take the bill, because I'm a little curious to see how that plays out when I do. You really pluck the bill. I was just grinning at the thought of what you could do with that much cash. Well, when you're 8 years old, a lot! And I am just genuinely that curious. All this week ticket, everyone! You can buy a ticket to the newest movie with us in a cinema. There was a cute stuffed animal you have seen in the store in the town. Definitely would want. I like my plushies. That's a few dollars for the library card. You can pay for instead of having your mom do it. You weren't even sure yet. I'm gonna say there's a cute animal you had seen in the store in town. It was gonna be able to go home with you. And that was just a start you thought. Sky's the limit with that kind of amount. Ben smiled at you, crinkling at the sides as he did. Great, that's great. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but well, I don't know where he's gotten off to. He laughed when he said that, but the way his face looked, you thought he actually wanted to cry. If you see him, can you tell him to come home? He's got a pink cast and glasses. You can't miss it. And don't forget green hair. Can I keep this either way? He checked both and he rested his hands on his hip. You sure can. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head, paused before doing so, and then pulled his hand away instead. Your mom's already checking around for me. It's such a thoughtful group you are. No, I better go look too. Can you put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here? I thought he might come back, and that's not what's important. I have to go. Thanks again, Salem, so much. He jumped off the street without another word. You decided to check the hills behind your house. Step 1, first sight. Dripping crickets and tall grass greeted you. Quiet and familiar. On top of the hill, you could see the ocean as you walked. As you walk, you listen to the crash of the waves on the shore and the seagulls squawking as they settle down for the night. You always loved the ocean. It was that much fun. You loved to hear stories about the ocean, about the merfolk and the serpents. Imagine living far beneath the waves. I feel, yeah, this is definitely me. Listen, I write fantasy with my free time. If that doesn't scream perfect for me, just, I don't know what does. Sometimes you could almost convince yourself you had seen the flash of a shiny mermaid's tail in the distance. You took in a deep breath. You wanted to relax and couldn't. You weren't sure, but something told you you weren't alone, so you glanced around. There was a boy sitting on top of the hill, almost completely hidden within the large grass and white flowers surrounding him. He was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a bit like you found a deer in the wild. So, deer didn't have green hair. Why did I read this as pink hair? Green hair, wavy eyebrows, huge glasses, cast, sad frown. I'm just gonna say wavy eyebrows. This new boy did. You weren't sure what else in the world had eyebrows like that, if there was anything. And for a few more seconds, you took a step forward, and then another. Then he glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected the new moon. You stopped raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scary. Hi, are you lost? Hey, Space Cadet. I'm gonna say, are you lost? With a start, he jumped to his feet with his hands falling into fists at his side. He didn't say anything, stared at you in a strange way. He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks, and his knees soaking the hem of his shorts, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. You obviously caught him off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight, though when he caught you staring at it, he hid his arm behind his back. Excuse me. Something the man said earlier has stuck out to you. Coat. Eyes wide, he studied you. How do you know that? You touched the money in your pocket, feeling it crinkle behind your fingertip. I'm all-knowing. I met your dad. Like you guess, I'm gonna say I'm all-knowing. That's a lie. Tell the truth. Okay. Your dad told me who you were. Baby Cove has such an adorable voice. I just want to pick him up and squeeze the ever-living crap out of him. I don't know why. So, is this your hill? He gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. I can leave if it is. Yep, you can't own a hill. I'm gonna say, you can't. You know, I'm gonna try reading this with a child-esque voice. No, I'm just gonna shake my head no. While doing so, you picked a strand of lint on your leg. What a weird question to ask someone. Oh. He sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad. He sat on the patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers too. The night wind was cool as it ruffled over the ocean and the hills, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun.
Why are you here?
I could escape Cove as you asked questions. Almost like they never stopped. His tears started up again with a vengeance. My parents! They don't want to live together with me anymore. The tears fell fast and heavy, his cheeks sticking in his dark lashes. My mom made my dad leave and he took me with him. And now we have a house here and I want to go home. The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done, Pauws' chest was heaving with exhaustion. He sniffled and removed his glasses, sniffing at the back of his hand before he put them back on again. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom! Stop crying. No, I wasn't that cold as a kid. Actually, I don't think I was very cold at all. I like it here if you just do it. I'll just say. I'm sorry. He slipped his hands under his glasses and his fingers against his eyelids. He wound himself up again for another long crying fit. He felt bad for him being forced to come here with no choice. Excuse me. You couldn't imagine what it would feel like to live with only one of your moms. But it must be pretty hard. From way off in the distance, you heard your parents. Salem! Wait, this is mommy speaking. Salem!
Cove?
Kids, where do you go? Cove looked at you. Tears still clinging to his cheek. Don't tell them we're here.
I want to go home.
I don't want to go back to that house. I want to go home. You can handle it. You can handle it. You have to go. Don't worry so much. Sorry, I have to. Stop crying. I'm gonna say, don't worry so much. Sure, maybe it's weird and you're not gonna like it, but your dad's there too, right? Yeah. So you're not really by yourself. Even if it feels like it, you just gotta tell him how you feel. You shot him a grin and pushed yourself to your feet. You can't do anything if you don't make him hear you, right? Lily stood up with you, looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again. Cove! Can you hear me? You looked toward the sound of his dad's voice. Silent, then turned away with rubbing his not bandaged arm.
Sorry.
Sorry, I still don't want to go. Called out yourself. I'm gonna say, you waited silently with him. Yeah, I get it. You do? Or you can answer. You hear Cove's dad even closer than before. They're 8! They're 8 years old! What the hell, Cove? Keijo. There you are, bud! The trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, their eyes landed on you and they rushed over. Both of your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. Salem! You're here after all! We had been at the park to check for Cove, and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone off further away. No, we're just sitting here in the grass. Why is everybody acting like it's such a big thing? You're okay, don't worry. Cove didn't want to go home just yet. I'm gonna say, we're okay, don't worry. Thank God you're both fine. Were you two having fun out here? He looked over at Cove, who was wiggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing at his arms. I think I'm gonna marry him. Because we're not doing Cove's route this time around. No. I was gonna say, he shrugged. He's new here. It was okay. Finally letting go of a squirming, scowling Skun, Cove's dad turned to the three of you.
That's ridiculous.
Thanks very much for finding him. I really don't know this neighborhood. Stuffing him up. Keijo, is there something you want to talk about? Are you okay? Do you need therapy? Good thing Salem knows this whole area well. Absolutely. We should be getting home now. It's been a long day for us. Say goodbye, say goodbye, Cove. Inky kid. The two of them walked off into the darkness, heading towards the neighborhood. Watched Cove's bright pink cast until it disappeared. Tell you what, we'll have a proper play date tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him by to see you and Lizzie. How does that sound? It sounds like words. You nodded, ducking your head down. Both of your moms laughed. The sounds overlapping into a warm, familiar chorus. Mommy put her arm around your shoulder and led you towards the path. Satisfied and a little more ready to go to bed, after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. And this is how you feel towards Cove for this step. It can change in later steps. No, I've always wondered how we would react if we were just completely indifferent. I don't want to say nervous, but you know, just because I have never done this on direct and indifferent, I've done this on nervous. I've never done this on direct or indifferent before. So love, we cannot choose until step 3. I am tempted, like, I want to see how this goes. I want to see what happens if we go for indifferent and direct. You'll be able to change it again until step 2. I think it's weird that it can't change until step 2. Because friendships do grow and change. So, words are scrambled eggs right now. Like, even if like I can understand being indifferent to him like at the very beginning of our 8-year-old life and then gradually starting to like him maybe weeks or even months later or even days, which I personally think would make more sense. But I'm gonna go with direct and indifferent just to see what happens. Early the next morning, you were poking at your food, eating it slowly. Your sister, Lizzie, had run out earlier to go play, but you stayed put. Today, just like your moms had promised, Pauws was coming over to hang out. Excited to see your new friend again, Salem? We're not friends, really. With that said, are you done with your breakfast? Yeah. I don't know. Am I? Your bowl was entirely empty, so you nodded. Oh god. I was a bottomless pit at 8 years old. And so you nodded. Good job. You should be here soon. Cleanup began, and then on cue, there was a knock. It was hesitant, like a person wasn't sure they were in the right place. Still loud though. We need to get a more obvious doorbell. I know. Oh, God, I cannot get over how much I love these two as a couple. They're so cute and sweet. I know I say that every time I play this game, but it's true. Salem, could you get it? Salem, could you get it? Guess Mom said so. You wandered over to the door. Hey, Pauws family. Thanks for having us. Mr. Holden, as your moms have called him. Mr. Holden, as your moms have called him, and his son were there. We're here. Cove looked different in the bright lighting of your living room, and when he wasn't crying. With a stat standing in front of him and Mom and Mommy behind you. You and Cove looked at each other. You studied Cove apathetically This was the parents' plan, not yours. Not seeming any more excited than you were, he just stared back. Do you want to go play in your room, Salem? Sure. I've got some cool stuff. Oh yeah, wait. Oh wait, sorry, we're 8. We gotta do this in kid voice.
Sure. I've got some cool stuff. Come look.
Okay. Take care.
Let us know if you need anything, you two. Have fun, kids. Ah, my voice cracked.
See you.
See you later, son. Play nice. You let him into your you let him to your room, puffing your chest just a little bit out the side of your trousers. There were lots of stuffed animals, full bed. Oh, I wanted to look out. It was a great room. You hadn't had anyone to show it in a while, but you were really proud of it. You leaned a little closer to one of your drawings on the wall. I like this. I'm say, I don't. I'm say,
I drew that.
cool. Cool. You smiled at him. You were proud of that particular piece of art, and you were glad he noticed. You turned to look around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk and the pictures on the wall. You felt a bit nervous. The atmosphere was kind of awkward. You were glad for the company. You hoped you liked the room. I'm saying, the atmosphere is kind of awkward. You wanted to say something, but didn't know what, so you let him keep looking. Then his eyes landed on a tiny box of beach things he'd tucked away by your door. He took a step towards it before hesitating and pointing at it instead. What's this?
A hoard of stuff I found on the beach.
Oh. Do you have any driftwood in there? Dragging the box into the middle of the room, you and Co flopped down next to it.
I do. Look.
You gestured to a piece at the bottom, still covered with specks of sand.
Neat.
Neat. This is a good collection. Excuse me. You all heard nothing. You got the sense from the tone of his voice that he wasn't just saying it to be nice or be like Shiloh. He actually meant it.
I forgot about Shiloh.
Shiloh?
He's friends with my older sister, and he's supposed to hang out here this afternoon.
Do I have to see him?
You don't have to do anything, but he's going to be here.
Anyway, I found this gigantic shell here stuck to an even bigger rock. You pulled out seashell after seashell, explaining where you'd gotten each one, holding them up against the light. There are big ones, small ones, pink. There are big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Most of them you washed off in the bathroom sink when you brought them home, cleaning off the sand. Over the past few years, you'd even learned some of their scientific names. The collection was so huge that you had lots of funny stories to tell for all of them. Oh god. Listen, 8-year-old me was obsessed with science. I still kind of am. I still kind of am. So where I can learn stuff, I freaking will. Do not test me, mortal. Okay, I'll stop. For the past few names, you've even learned some of their scientific names. Wait. You know, I think I picked this one last time, so let's see what happens when I pick this one. Apparently fascinated by the stories or by the shells themselves, Pauws looks into what looked like the full forces of his attention. Like when you almost got pinched by a hermit crab while searching for shells, and after watching him scuttle back into the ocean, he found another empty shell that was almost a twin to his home. It was a new experience to be at the center of such delicate substance, even if it was only directed at the shell. Kids, come down to the living room. You could tell the idea was making him unhappy, but Mommy wasn't giving you much of a chance to hang around. Pauws hadn't been like this meeting you. She guessed it was because he thinks you found each other by accident, not that a parent made it happen. You want to learn about math? No. No, I don't. Mr. Holden must be right that telling Pauws his dad was part of that would be a bad idea. Or you knew it. You'd both been escorted downstairs and deposited in the living room, ready for Shiloh's visit. The two of you sat side by side on the floor of your home's entryway. I brought the box of shells. I want to keep looking at them. Great. You should have asked. Okay, but be careful. I'll just say, okay, but be careful. I will. You weren't sure if you could trust someone else with your treasures yet, so you stayed next to him while he opened the lid and peered inside. Pauws reached in and pulled out a big orange cell. Oh! Like he hadn't spoken out loud, he turned to you and held it up, his eyes shining. I think I like this one the best of them. This one's my favorite too. You think? I like a different one best. I can show it to you. You reached into the box. You reached to the box to take out the one you preferred. Pauws looked on with interest. The two of you were still sitting on the floor, looking through your collection of beach findings when the doorbell finally rang. Pauws jumped, startled by the sound. Since the person hadn't knocked, you figured it was probably Shiloh. You knew where to look for that. Lizzie's friend. I said I liked science. I never said I liked math. You nodded, but that didn't seem to make Pauws feel better. It was already obvious that Pauws didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell what he was thinking right away. This isn't a good idea. It's just Shiloh. And where do you have to go? He's at our door, and if you go upstairs, he'll find you. Pauws glanced around the room. Cove glanced around the room, his eyes wide, and finally paused with his gaze locked onto the back of the house. I can go out the window. Is that safe? He was already walking towards it. Scrambled to think of something to say, he stepped forward, then paused. Do you want to break your other arm? Sure, if Shiloh's gonna like... Shiloh's the least scary person alive. Sure, I said, good idea, let's go. I'm just gonna say, do you want to break your other arm? Even I don't jump out any of the windows. Even I don't jump out of the windows here, and this is my house. The distance from the floor living room window wasn't far, but you could tell it made Cove nervous anyway. He touched the cast on his arm. The wind had clearly released from his sails. There we go. Yeah. When I was in high school, I did pretty good in science. Especially chemistry. Was terrible at math. I don't want to break any more bones. I don't think anyone wants to. Yeah. But I still don't want to see him. I don't know him. You teased him, comforted him, you encouraged him. You teased him. What a chicken. You gotta see new people every day walking down the street. So what? Such a pouty baby. God. It was adorable. Shiloh's poked his head into the living room. Is it possible to know for sure that he heard what you've been saying or not, but you had to guess that he had?
Hi.
Hi, Salem! Okay, if I remember correctly, I think Shiloh is 6. He's either 6 or 7. I think he's 6 though. And hi, Cove? Cove shot you an uneasy glance. Hi. I'm Shiloh. Nice to meet you. Yeah. You have a lot of freckles. Alright. Alright, I do. What are you guys doing? Why did Firefox open the hell? We're looking at shells.
Can I do it too?
God. Baby Shiloh is adorable. Look at him! He's like, awesome, can I do it too? Ghost shrugged, then looked back at your box of findings. What about that one? The plan for the afternoon, at least as far as you were concerned, was to sit and look at these things some more. You were finally in the mood to do
You really weren't in the mood to do much of anything else. This is a scallop shell I found last week. I kept it because it looks neat. It's a pretty color. Kinda like my cast. The beautiful glittering pink did look a little bit like the wrap around his arm. Pink is a nice color. Okay.
Oh?
Is it your favorite? Not really. What is? Maybe green or blue? It might be yellow. Those are all really cool.
I guess.
Oh, I gotta go. See you later, Keisha. Not sure how to deal with the more awkward silence. You look back at your shelf. Try not to be too peaceful. Why? Boy. Like usual, it didn't take long for Shiloh to get fidgety. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her, Shiloh didn't seem to know what to do with himself. And Cove wasn't like your sister. He wasn't that much like you either.
Is Lizzie coming back?
Don't know.
Aw.
Where'd she go? I think she's at the beach. Probably. Is she playing at the park?
Cove's eyes lit up at the mention of the park. He looked towards you. There's a park?
Yep, but it's old. Can you show me? I want to go.
He started getting up before you had even answered, and Shiloh jumped up beside him in excitement.
Really? You do too, right, Salem? The park is fun.
I'm just gonna say, no.
Oh.
I still want to go see it. See? You do? Yeah. Like a puppy watching a ping pong match. Shiloh looked back and forth between you and Cove.
So, are we gonna find Lizzie?
I don't know. I don't really want to see her. I just want to check the park out. Addressed without any direction, Shiloh finally turned to you.
Okay.
He perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. I feel like we're just being mean to Cove here. After getting permission from your mom, the three of you were ready to head out. It was a short walk to the park. Lucy had convinced your moms that it was so short. Excuse me. It was a short walk to the park. Lizzie had convinced your moms that it was so short she would always be allowed to walk there by herself. When you found her, she was hanging on the jungle gym, swinging back and forth.
Hey, Lizzie!
Wait, oh, this is me, not Salem.
Hey, Lizzie!
Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes going wide.
Salem! Shiloh!
Hi, handsome.
Hi!
You dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud on the sand. In a split second, Shiloh had abandoned you and scrambled over to stand by her. You were used to being locked out when it was just the three of you, but now Cove was here. You weren't sure if this was an improvement.
Who's that? Cove, he's new.
Hi.
I remember. Hi, Cove. Welcome to my park. Nobody ever comes here to play here, so this is where we get together. She gestured widely with her arms as if to present the area to the newcomer. While Lizzie continued talking, you took the chance to kick off your shoes and wiggle your toes through the warm sand. Nice, huh? In this neighborhood, I'm the one who comes up with the ideas. You are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Who else could handle the job? Lizzie is the oldest. By a lot. My mom... By a lot. By a lot. My mom said you're Salem's age.
Yeah.
That's so. I'm still the only one in the group with double digits. What about the other kids? Other kids? There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Shiloh is just visiting from another place. Not even tourists really bring their kids here. This is the land of ancients. Be careful that the oldies don't try to steal your youth. I love her.
Oh.
For a second, it looked like he might cry again. Something in his eyes shifted, and he looked back at Lucy. What kind of old people? Like moms and dads or grandparents? Stomach, calm down! Jesus, we're gonna eat after stream!
Grandparents who don't have kids. They hate kids. Why? We haven't done anything.
At least some of them don't.
I say, yeah, they're really bad. just flat out.
You went along with her, wriggling your fingers menacingly at Cope. He sniffled his forehead, creasing with worry. Lizzie was staring Cove down, but Cove wasn't even looking at her anymore. He didn't seem to care that she was there. He went into his own head. Shiloh was the next to speak, completely unaware of the situation.
I met Lizzie in Salem in school. You'll see tons of kids there once summer is over.
I don't want to go to a new school. I don't want summer to end. This kid needs a hug. Shiloh looked down to the dirt. He hasn't had much luck striking up conversations with Cove.
I like summer vacation a lot too.
All the building tension in the air suddenly vanished when Lizzie laughed. At Shiloh's discomfort at how weird she thought Cove was at something else entirely, you didn't really know. But she laughed, scrunching up.
Okay.
Welcome to Sunset Bird Cove. Take a seat and put up your feet and get used to it.
Damn, Lizzie. Is right.
For the rest of the summer, Cove was always there. You saw him more often than Shiloh, and on some days when it wasn't, and on some days when she was in a bad mood or busy, you even saw him more than Lizzie. He became a staple of your everyday life. He became a staple of your everyday life. The way the sun had lunch, the way the sun and lunch and the beach were. First summer, you hadn't really been interested in him in one way or another. He just kind of felt like a fact of life, someone you met with because he was there. Of course, that was only the start of things.
Okay. So like I said, I'm going to do not the DLCs, sorry. I'm going to do the side stories, but I am not doing the paid DLCs. So where would you guys like to start? Shopping, growing up, long day, sandcastle, or fireflies? I guess I'll do... shopping. You want to do sandcastle pizza? Alright, I can do that.
Cove wasn't able to do many things that summer. When you and him and Shiloh sat on the shoreline one bright morning, you could tell he wanted to be in the water. But there was no way he'd be swimming anytime soon. Not with his cast. The waves washed a single shell to shore, glittering and blue. Another reminder of the places he couldn't go. From what you heard about Cove's old life, so far, in tiny pieces and fragments, you could tell that he'd do anything to be able to get the cast off.
Excuse me.
Even cut it off himself. He even cut it off himself if he could. I thought about how his summer last year must have been totally different from this. With his old home and his mom and dad. But now he was here with you, Shiloh, and Lizzie, and everyone else, and he couldn't even go in the sea. This town wasn't bad. It had all your favorite things in it, but sitting there on the beach you'd grown up on, you could understand that not everybody else felt the same way about Sunset Bird as you did. You watched from the corner of your eye quietly and finally said aloud what you had been pondering. Wish I could go in. The water?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're gonna be able to do it soon.
Cove sighed in response. Apparently soon wasn't soon enough.
It's so pretty, the ocean.
And huge. There could be anything out there, like mermaids. But she didn't have a cast. I really don't care. I'm fine here on land. My own reason. I say swimming might be fun if we could. But there's nothing. But it's not like we. But it's not like there's anything we can do about it.
So I guess step one, it's kind of early if you choose to be indifferent. That's interesting.
Obviously not interested in hearing much more of your input on the situation, Coach turned back to the water. But as he looked away, something about Shiloh's slow, careful movement caught his eye. Hey, are you building a sandcastle?
Sort of.
I was only playing around while you were talking.
I'm listening.
Maybe I could too. I've made big piles before.
It's nothing really special. I'm sure you'll be good at it right away.
How do you do it then? Shiloh's cheeks lit up. You could tell he was a little bit uncomfortable to have Cove expectant stare on him.
I'll play too.
I never made one before. You know, I have actually never made a sandcastle before.
Never really made one before.
He put his hands back to his seashell and back to his seashells and sand and nodded.
I don't do a lot. Here's how I like to get a house started.
Shiloh, focusing more intently than you ever seen him, guided the two of you through his process. It didn't take long for the three of you to each have humble structures prepared.
That's all, kind of. You can do anything now, like make it bigger, add some seashells. You could even carve a pretty pattern. I bet you'll have great ideas.
Shiloh is such a sweet little being.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it bigger. Mine's gonna be a real castle.
This is gonna be a house.
Looking at the base of your sandcastle, you decide to make a mansion. At the base of your sandcastle, you decided to design a mansion. The better part of your next hour was spent focusing on your work. The boys were the same. Even Shiloh didn't sneak as many peeks as everyone else did as he usually did. You finished shaping before either of them did, glancing up from what you built. It seems you had got it done so fast because they already. It seems you had done so fast because they already searched around for extra decorations. Shiloh grabbed the most really interesting stuff, and Cup had a lot of shells, but there were still options. Red bottle cap, blue seashell, green pieces of sea glass. Good, blue seashell. It was the best fit for your mansion, you decided. The blue color of it still reminded you of the clear water. I've been staring at the edge of the water as long as I can remember, never really knowing why. God. So you displayed it in front and center, making it a headline feature of your whole thing. This with your result, you finally took a proper look around that wasn't focused on the sand itself. Both Cove and Shiloh seemed super immersed still. You knew you could probably sneak a peek at either one's work. You decided to look at Shiloh's sandhouse. Shiloh was definitely the best out of all three of your building sandcastles. His was the smallest, but there's so many glittering debris and carved sand shapes all over the entire building. That his effort was obvious. Shiloh's little house even had a tiny garden by the front door and another one in the back. It made fucking hell. Shiloh's little house even had a tiny garden by the front door and another one in the back, all made out of pebbles and other bits and bobs. Silence was then broken. What's on top of yours, Shiloh? He peeked closer and discovered something shining out of Shiloh's sand chimney.
Oh, it's just a gum wrapper. It looks like smoke.
Neat.
It's good. That's smart. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I guess I don't see it. Maybe an architect. I don't think it works. Just say, yeah, I didn't think of that.
You really know a lot about this.
Shiloh smiled without a word. And that was that for the current topic.
Salem, can I see what you did?
Sure. I don't know why I picked the name Salem. I just instant fall in love. You began surveying your work. All you really knew about mansions was that they were supposed to be big, so you'd gone really big. It was the size of the country. It was the size of the country that Lizzie played golf at, compared to Shiloh, to Cove and Shiloh's buildings, probably even bigger. Shiloh quickly decided to jump in the new conversation.
Hey Salem, what did you do? It's a mansion. It looks great. Your house is so big.
Wait,
It's a mansion. Great, your house is so big.
okay. Not a big house, it's a mansion. I'm just gonna be nice to him and say,
Thanks. You're welcome.
Shiloh, my little precious bean. You precious bean of a child. I think that's the same as a house. Huh? Is being a house bad?
No.
No, but we each made our own place. Nobody is the same.
I think we are.
Go raise an eyebrow at that. If something is only one of that thing, that makes it special.
Yeah, or sandcastles and stuff.
People too. My dad always says how everybody is their own man, a real individual.
I don't think I'm very special.
Why?
Why? Nobody else is you. Shiloh simply shook his head.
I'm not different.
A beat passed between the two. Cove then looked down at his own work again. Okay. He didn't seem to be bothered leaving the disagreement hanging there. Cove had other things on his mind. My dad tried to get me to make sandcastles for the first time we came to the speak. I didn't want to. Because Anky kid. Hi, baby. Cove trailed off again. Cove trailed off. Again, there was another moment of silence. Shiloh shifted and opened his mouth to say something. The Cove spoke up before he could. You didn't think he noticed that Shiloh was going to talk. Hey, do you know what happened when your moms met Dad, Salem? You cocked your head, thinking about it briefly.
I wasn't there. They didn't tell me. I just remember what happened when I met your dad.
Mr. Holden had been a weird stranger. Well, he was still kind of strange. No other parent acts like him, but you knew him better at this point. Now that you thought about it, it made a lot of sense that Cove's dad talked to him about people being unique. You were pulled from your thought when Cove continued.
Oh, well, I was there. I don't think my mom has met your dad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she hasn't. Salem's parents and my dad met the same day I met her. I'm gonna say what happened. Shiloh frowned to himself, ducking his head. His head cast a shadow over his face. You could still tell he was upset at not being included in Cove's choice of topic. That was kind of boring to him, giving people their own turn to say the things that they want to say is important. Stayed silent like Cove finished her.
I think Shiloh wants to talk too.
Huh? We were talking, just not right now. I'm talking to you. You can listen. Shiloh's expression barely flickered afterwards. He still looked put off. Cove continued like the interruption hadn't happened. He was determined to tell the tale. When we moved here, we didn't bring a lot of things with us. Only some stuff that would fit in Dad's car. We didn't even get a moving truck. I sat there while Dad brought it all inside. I didn't want to get it out because I knew Dad would make me look around the new house.
I really didn't want that.
His lips twisted into a frown as he recalled that. Then I saw your moms. They were in a car too and stopped at your house. I guess they were coming back from somewhere, something. My dad noticed. He waved his hand, then went over to the front of your house where he started talking to them. I don't know what they said. I couldn't hear it. Excuse me. But he couldn't see me anymore since he was looking the other way. So I opened the car door and left. I wanted to get away and went behind the houses. I found those hills there. The ones where we met for the first time. God, I suck at cold readings. Cove nodded and stared at you. You stared back. You didn't go on to say anything more. What? That's all you wanted to say?
What? That's all you wanted to say?
Cove's brow wrinkled like he didn't understand why you were surprised.
Huh?
That's all that happened. Excuse me? Okay. What is it? What? You said that in a weird way.
You're crazy.
Cove narrowed his eyes at you, suspicious. Shiloh's mouth twisted into a scowl of disbelief, but he said nothing.
How do you bring that up anyway?
There's a slight shrug of Cove's shoulder.
Well,
I was thinking about it because of the sandcastle. It made me remember when I moved to here. Dad showed me the beach first before we went back to the car to unpack. He was really excited about it for some reason. Cove's brow furrowed a little more as he quietly racked his hands through the sand. I get it. Though maybe Mr. Holden wasn't that excited about the beach, and was instead hoping Cove might be. But the line of conversation had come to an end, even when Cove was done with it. Some other topic had popped into his head. Shiloh fidgeting uncomfortably in the sand made Cove aware of his presence again. They looked at each other, and you could only wonder what this might be about. Hey, Shiloh!
Yeah?
Why are you always turning red, even when nothing's happening? Clearly startled, he jerked back. Neither you or Shiloh had expected that to be how he got included into the conversation again.
I don't know, I guess.
Rose?
I don't know. I don't know, I guess.
Okay, it's kind of weird.
Cove's lack of filters.
Shiloh's eyes were wide with embarrassment, and his lips twitched, and he was blushing even harder than before. Maybe it wasn't only this. Perhaps it was simply the last straw, but it was a big deal to Shiloh. A huge deal. He didn't just look sad, he seemed almost panicked. You weren't sure if he was about to cry or run away or what, but soon you got an answer.
Why do you wear glasses? Most kids don't wear glasses, and nobody is named Cove.
Keijo Cove is the mod married to the MC.
Considering Cove's name is his first name and Keijo Cove's and Keijo's last name is Cove, I'm gonna go with no.
Filters? What are those?
I think it's a type of tropical fruit. I don't know.
who asked you to come?
Who asked you to...
Oh, okay.
It was probably just your dad budging Salem's family some more, because you don't have anyone else who will ever play with you.
The tension on the beach was suddenly uncomfortable in a way you didn't know how to move past. It didn't seem like...
I mean, I don't know why he said other kids don't have glasses. That is a weird thing to say. Plenty of young kids, even younger than Cove, wear glasses. That's a weird thing to say, but okay. But I digress.
It didn't seem like the kind of thing he'd get upset about, though you hadn't even known what kind of thing would bother Shiloh.
I'm sorry.
Me too. I was just wondering. You nervously messed with me. Are we gonna build more? You try to play on your own. Hey, let's pull another. I'm just saying, you nervously mess with the sand because this is awkward as hell. You picked up some sand and turned it over in your hands. There didn't seem to be much you could do to stop the fight, and you weren't sure what to do with yourself. Cove looked over at what you were doing and started building his own set of walls. Shiloh took a breath before kneeling back down into his own patch of sand. It seemed they both decided to try playing again. You were glad for that. Wall went back to making more sand buildings, but the whole mood had changed. Shiloh's cheeriness was gone, and Cove looked as confused as ever about why the other boy had blown up. The air stayed uncomfortable the rest of the afternoon, right up to the moment Shiloh's mom appeared at the beach to take him home. Cove and Shiloh had mostly followed their lead and barely said a word. His mom standing behind him. Even Shiloh's goodbye had been quiet, friendly. Even his mom standing behind him, even Shiloh's goodbye had been quiet, friendly, cheerful, but noticeably quiet. Interesting. I love these games, but sometimes I feel like the wording is just a bit strange, and I can't explain why. But Shiloh gone, the sun was going down. You know it's time for you and Cove to head to your own house. So you led the way on the path back home. The outcome was quiet. You passed by the familiar landmark. You slumping against the sidewalk in near perfect unison. Cove was clearly caught up in thinking about something. Cove looked so much cooler when he was a kid. Why do you say that? You asked Cove what he was thinking. You stayed silent. You decided to keep your mouth shut and stay out of whatever was going on with him. But a minute or so later, he spoke up anyway. Hey, Salem? What? 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 So fell silent again for a few more seconds inside. Why did Shiloh act like that? When I said he was all red a lot. He gets embarrassed and shrugs his shoulders. Oops, that's not what I wanted to say, sorry. You were being rude to him. No, I wasn't. You can look like that to me, and he wasn't just saying that one thing. You're not very nice to Shiloh. I didn't mean it like that. Shiloh is kind of weird to talk to. Torpedoes, you realize in this section, Cove is 8 years old, right? And he wears glasses throughout the whole story. That's kind of rude. I guess I can get it. But why would he do that? Sometimes I get really mad too. Despite seemingly coming to a conclusion, Cove's mood was still sour. What Shiloh said didn't make sense anyway. Parents always talk to each other. Parents always talk to each other. Parents always talk to each other. Parents instead of. Oh, excuse me. Oh, whoops! I misread this again. What Shiloh said didn't make sense anyway. Parents always talk to each other. Parents always talk to other parents and set up stuff so their kids play together. He is older. The glasses are. Or does it fit him? The glasses fit him better. I don't like the glasses, or maybe I just don't like them on myself. I don't know. No, I'm going for Derek's route, not Cove's. And by the time I married Cove, we were in our 20s. My dad didn't do anything weird. He struggled to make a face. They said that. His dad definitely did something weird to try and get him to spend time with Cove. But Cove didn't know that. Okay, do we tell Cove about the money now? I'm kind of tempted to tell him. Should I tell him now? You decided to tell him. I'm gonna do it now. Just because the curiosity in me. The curiosity. You decided to tell him about how his dad offered you money. Well, remember how you talked about how our parents met and I didn't really know what happened? Yeah? I kind of had something happen that you don't know about when I met your dad. Struggled to find the right word. Cove looked at you passively. You met his gaze as your stomach twisted itself into a knot. I was walking home and your dad was sitting in front of the house. It must have been after you ran away. My moms weren't there either. I think they were looking for you. Your dad saw me. He got up and came over. Mr. Holden told me that he just moved into the house next to mine. Cove was still listening, his expression as plain as before. He paused for a moment, wondering if he should really keep going. You told the full story. Even if it was supposed to be a secret, you thought Cove should still know. Your dad said he'd give me $20 if I became friends with you. Cove was so still, you thought he hadn't heard you. Then his eyes widened and his mouth fell open, but no sound left him. Silence stretched between you, so tense that it was almost tangible. You shifted from one foot to another, and your hands tensed up. Hey! Say something! Instead of speaking, he closed his mouth. His eyebrows bent, crinkling his forehead. He looked more sad than surprised now. He was going to cry, you were certain of it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Cove raised his hands and brought them under his glasses. His fingers pressed over his eyes, hiding them from your sight. And right in the middle of the street, the tears began to fall. Your shoulders shook with the force of his sob. You could glimpse wetness through the cracks of his fingers, slip down his. Hey, you shouldn't cry because of that. I got $20 out of it, and a plushie. You placed a hand on his head. Just told her you stayed where I am. Just a hand on here. Unsure, you slowly placed your hand on top of his head. Your mommy did that for you sometimes. Cove shook his body from side to side, rejecting your presence. Well, we tried.
No.
Go away. You flinched at the shout as you sat there listening to him cry. You felt uncomfortable over the scene he was making, concerned for him. Bad about everything. He wished we were still making sandcastles at the beach before Cove was sad, or Shiloh was mad. Everything had been so much better then. Cove continued to weep, his face covered by his hands. Whereas his voice raised in volume, you were frozen in place. Damn, Capito! Well, we're 8, so we don't need 50, so... No. The situation was awful. I kept feeling worse every second. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, Cove. Earnestly. I'm sorry, Cove. He spoke earnestly. It was all you could do, and it wasn't enough.
We're not going to gaslight!
You heard a door opening and you flinched, expecting to see one of the mean old grandparents preparing themselves to yell at you. This hour, most people weren't around either because they were working or down in the town. But the grandparents rarely left the house except to complain at children making noise in the street. With the ruckus Cove was making, you could kind of understand why they might have objections if he couldn't help it. But the door that stood open now didn't belong to the grandparents. To your utter surprise and relief, it was Cove's own. It was Cove's own. His dad was already home. You guys have issues. He picked out his door. Mr. Holden momentarily looked unsure. Perhaps he had suspicions on the noise outside, but wasn't entirely positive. Though a kid crying is pretty distinct, and there aren't a lot of kids. Maybe he didn't want to believe something might be wrong with his son. His face fell as he spouted the source of the commotion. It was pained, and it was scared, and it reminded you of the one he'd worn the first night you met Cove. No kid crying would do it again for $20. Wow. You can at least give our money out of it. Capitos, go stand in the corner. Mr. Holden didn't go down the steps in front of his house. He jumped right over them and stumbled into a run. He skidded a stop before Cove bent down on one knee and then solidly cupped Cove's teary face with his hand.
What's wrong?
Are you hurt anywhere? Cove continued to cry, unable or unwilling to cough out an explanation. Not taking his hands from Cove, Mr. Holden turned you for an explanation, his eyes wide and imploring. Cove asked if you'd made me hang out with him. I just told him the truth. You tried to give me money. And succeeded. I took the $20 bill. As he spoke, Mr. Holden's chest rose while he inhaled a deep, shaky breath, culminating in a gasp at your final words.
What?
Why? Why would you? He clamped his mouth shut, shaking his head. He faced his crying son again.
No, it's my fault. I shouldn't have done something like that in the first place. He cast his eyes down, sighing. When he next spoke, it wasn't part of a conversation anymore. It was barely loud enough for you to catch his words. Elam's only a kid. Tears were still streaming down Ko's face. Smiling sadly, Mr. Holden wiped Ko's cheek with his thumb. He furrowed his brow and looked at the ground. When he next glanced up, his mouth was set with a determination. Mr. Holden finally took his hands off Ko. He reached for his wallet, confused, as you stared at the little rectangle that all the adults seemed to carry in some shape or form. It had been the source of all these problems. You weren't sure that Ko wouldn't want to be reminded of it right now. Mr. Holden was clearly of a different mind to you. He inexplicably retrieved another $20 bill and rolled it up and raised it to Ko's face. Ko's eyes were working behind tightly clamped fingers, so Mr. Holden poked Ko's nose with the bill. Ko picked at his hands and grunted as he saw that he had been prodded with. Even if it was surrounded by sods, you were glad that something else had finally left Ko's mouth.
Come on.
Hey, Ko, can you stop crying? I'll give you this cash if you do. Are you sure that's a great idea? Considering cash is what got him crying to begin with? Ko dropped his hands from his face. It had already been red and wet with tears, but now his features were scrunched up in a scowl. Not the first time you questioned Mr. Holden's tactics. He had to use two hands, but Ko firmly shoved his dad's own hand away. And Mr. Holden just chuckled at Ko's reaction and tossed the money aside. It unfurled as it flew through the air, rising before slowly drifting to the ground. He matures later in the story. Mr. Holden took Ko's outstretched wrist and lowered them to Ko's side, stopping him from hiding his face once again. Ko's dad clearly wasn't going to let go. Stopping, Ko turned his whole head away, tears beginning to roll down his cheeks as he glowered at the ground. You can buy a lot of cool things with that, but you can't but it can't do everything, can it? Damn. Ko didn't respond, not even looking at his father. Mr. Holden continued. Your old dad likes to make things. Your old dad likes to make things nice for you with the money he earns. But you're smart. You know I haven't really done anything. Well, fuck biscuits.
I'm sorry.
I still made you sad and upset. Just like right now. I'm sorry. Ko sniffled at the harsh line of his brow, mellowing. Mr. Holden squeezed Ko's hands as he continued.
Salem is smart too, right? Mr. Holden spoke in a soft, encouraging tone, and Cove continued to clam. You have nothing to worry about. Except for me. Mr. Holden chuckled. Cove pressed his lips together, mulling over his father's words. A little stream of tears had eased, drops still budded from his eyes, and threatened to spill out. I love you, son. So much. So much. More than anybody else. Sometimes that makes me a little too hasty to see you happy, and I make it all worse. I really am sorry. Wrenching his eyes tight, Cove nodded. When his eyes opened again, they were red and glossy, but there were no tears left on the precipice of his lower lashes. I'm sorry, I don't know how to fucking pronounce that word. Aside from the occasional sniff, he was mostly back to his usual self. He swallowed.
Okay.
So Cove had refused to echo Mr. Holden's exact words. The sentiment seemed to be enough for his dad. He moved his hands up under Cove's armpit and hoisted Cove high into the air with a grin. Cove's hands flew off his flat. Cove's hands flew to his glasses, holding them back from falling off. Cove's lips were shut tight again, and betrayed the telltale smile in his eyes that he was trying hard to hide. Mr. Holden laughed, lowering Cove so that he was securely pinned against his chest. Cove looked away, face ankle to the ground. Now that his dad can no longer see him, he was allowing himself to smile. Mr. Holden might have missed it, but you didn't. Cove wriggled, pushing a hand against his dad's shoulder. Can I go back now?
Yeah.
Mr. Holden set Cove gently on the ground, waiting until his feet found their footing before releasing him entirely. I still have to do something. Wait here. As Cove wandered away, Mr. Holden's gaze stuck to him like glue. You sighed, eyes downcast. You sighed, eyes downcast. You felt like you'd only been able to stand there with the event unfolded. You weren't able to fix it. How come I couldn't make him feel better? Don't worry about it, please. We don't need another tragedy today. He winked and you weren't impressed. Hey, I mean that. The first part anyway. There's only so much you can do to try fixing someone else's mistake. He smiled at you sincerely. You've done plenty for Cove. Just the fact that you were honest with him when his own dad wasn't proves it.
That's a relief.
Thanks for being such a good kid. I hope you'll keep spending time with the boy. As though the sound of his name summoned him, Cove returned, clutching the bill his dad had cast aside earlier. He cocked her head, and Cove's dad raised his eyebrow. Cove looked at the crumpled note, and then walked over and held it out to you. I stopped crying, but I don't want this. You can have it. He gave you a small smile. Behind him, Mr. Holden was still watching Cove closely, clearly relieved. He shared the feeling. Cove was making peace with the deal that had happened behind his back. You decided to take it, you decided not to take it. Shaking your head. You pushed the note back to Cove.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
But I don't want it. You're at a stalemate. Mr. Holden hummed thoughtfully, tapping his head. He gazed at the wide sky as he pretended to give the conundrum serious consideration. I know. He plucked the bill from Cove and tore it into. You and Cove gasped in unison.
Dad, we can't do anything with it now.
True, it won't work out at the store. But now you can split it. Crouching down, he held the pieces to you and Cove. You both looked at the halves. Neither of you reached for them. Still has value as a keepsake, a memory. And that's the most valuable thing you can use money for.
So,
Sounds pretty good, huh? Maybe I'm getting smarter. See you later, pizza. Wordlessly, Cove stretched out a hand and took his half. You took yours, running a finger alongside the jagged edge of the bill. Mr. Holden stood up, stretching his arms out casually. Well then, it's about time for dinner. Me and the Rugrat need to be going in. You probably should too. I bet your moms want to see you.
Alright.
Bye.
thanks very much.
Have a good night, and thanks, Salem. Father and son waved at you as they turned and dashed back home. The note clenched tightly in your hand. You felt lighter. I guess I'll do... Is there one that you guys want to do? Is there a side story you guys want? Do you guys want shopping, grown up, long day, or fire? Flies. Fireflies. Ew. Shopping. Come back before it gets dark. All right, sport? A familiar voice drifted across the street and drew your attention away from the snail you've been watching and then slowly across the pavement. But waited for his dad, pushing his green hair back off his face. From where the breeze was blowing over his glasses, he looked to be paying only a mild amount of attention as he was being handed a few slips of green paper. It reminded you of when you first met Mr. Holden, although he's probably not paying Cove to be friends with himself. Hello, Moon! Welcome! How are you? Cove's dad seemed to feel your gaze somehow. Or maybe you made a noise because a second later, his eyes were on you. He waved you over with a smile. He looked happy to see you. But you still felt a little weird getting caught. You've got to learn how to be more sneaky. You brushed your hands together to free them of sand, then jogged over to join the two.
How's How's it going?
Good to see you again. What excitement are you up to today, Salem? Steph.
I found a really cool snail across the road. He was slimy with funny eyes and a nice shell.
Mr. Holden grinned at your enthusiasm. After you finished answering the question, Mr. Holden's attention returned to Cove, who was preoccupied with folding the bill he had into a tiny rectangle. Sounds fun. You know, Cove was about to hit the stores by the beach. Why don't you go with them? You shrugged. Cove was in the process of making a similar motion. You didn't have anything else to do, and you hadn't been to the stores in a few days. Maybe there's something new to look at. Maybe. Is that okay?
I guess.
I was going by myself, but I guess it is if you don't have to. Great. I'm sure you guys will have loads of fun. Mr. Holden reached into his pocket and pulled out a leather wallet filled with money. He found it odd since your moms only ever seemed to have cards in theirs. Here. But he leaned in to pass a crisp end to Cove, giving him a wink and a whisper. It's something for your friend, too. Sure.
Good kid.
That's my boy. God. I did not mean to say it in my normal seductive tone. Who's my good boy? What is wrong with me? Take care. Cove accepted the bill after a second and slipped it into his pocket. Then with one last nod, his dad turned and started walking. He followed him, intrigued at the possibilities this outing might bring. Cove straight towards the gentle tide creeping up the sand, and you fell into place beside him. It was a nice day. The sun was shining, and there weren't many clouds in the sky, though the wind... It was a nice day. The sun was shining, and there weren't many clouds in the sky, though the wind coming off the ocean kept it from being too hot. You took a deep breath, enjoying the sense of salt in the ocean air. While you looked at Cove, he was dragging his feet in the sand a little, and you slowed down to wait for him. His eyes touched the ground intently. What is it? Nothing. He kept staring down at the ground, though. You bit your lip, wanting to say something else, but not knowing what. The accompanying sound of the waves filled the silence with pleasant white noise, and you played a little game with yourself as you walked along, getting as close to the water as possible without getting wet. It resulted in you having to run up the sand quickly when a wave brushed in more than a few times, and although Cove threw a few glances your way, you didn't say a word. You seemed altogether too invested in the floor to pay attention. You decided to watch the waves as they inched closer and closer to your feet instead. Abruptly, Cove stopped and then moved briskly ahead a few steps.
What is it?
No, I think the scaling is just weird here.
Without a word, he bent down, picking something up half buried in the sand. He hurried nearer, curiously glancing over his shoulder. It was a shell, lightly pink at the bottom and bleached white at the top. Wow, so you found what you were looking for? Go got back up, turning to find over his hands before unbuttoning one. Go got up, turning his find over in his hands before unbuttoning one of the many pockets on his pants and sliding it inside. I pick up anything that's kind of cool. This is what I got this time.
So...
What about you? What do you do out here? I like swimming. Pauws' lips curled up in a small smile. Me too. It occurred to you that you hadn't been swimming in a while. There was just so much to do before school started up again. And so little time. When she reached the shopping area, the noise level grew exponentially. Wait, the level grew I don't know. I can't fucking words. No longer just waves and footsteps, but the chatter of people enjoying the lovely summer day. The call of the birds trying to find bits of food left behind, and lots of salespeople trying to get attention. You sniffed the air as you walked beside Co. You could still smell the ocean, but there are other scents now too. Pizza, pretzels, hot donuts, yada yada yada. It's nice. The energy surrounding the area seemed to fill you, and there was a bounce in your step as you began looking at the familiar sight. There are so many things to do, you didn't know where to begin. You looked at Ko. He was just as excited as you were. Ko was glancing from one side of the street to another, looking in his aquamarine. Ko was glancing from one side of the street to another, with a look in his aquamarine eyes that you couldn't quite work out. What's that? Ko pointed at a large crowd of people gathered near a few tables with large colorful umbrellas blooming from their middles. You couldn't see past the adults who were blocking the way, but you knew there must be something worth seeing. I am out of water. Oh well. I'll just get some more once the stream's done. Another word. You two hurried over to see what all the commotion was about. Feast your eyes on the amazing Alexander! Can we get a story about the amazing Alexander? Please! That's all I want! All I want is a game revolving around the amazing Alexander. Please! Please! I want this to be a thing! In the center of the crowd was a man with a tall hat and a funny green coat that had three long tails. There was a little table next to him with the cloth hanging over that read "The Amazing Alexander" in glittery golden script. Why tell people his name if it's already on a sign? Ko hummed with understanding, then turned to walk away just as the amazing Alexander began shuffling a deck of cards. I want to see the show. Ko glanced back at the man, then briefly lifted his arms up off his sides before returning them into place. You may not be impressed, but at least he didn't ditch you. You grinned, waving for him to follow you as you raced back to the stand of the crowd. With that, it began. The magic man pulled one card out of the deck, showing it to the curious onlookers. It was a 4 of diamonds. Oops, doodle. Watch closely. You did. You squeezed through a few of the adult onlookers to get a better view. Suddenly, the man snapped his fingers, and the card just disappeared. Whoa! Cope was just not impressed. Like, woo! We're just like, woo! And Cope's just like, can I go home now? The amazing Alexander, who had earned his title, turned his head and looked directly at you. He reached out with a kind smile. And what's this behind your ear? Is it a donut? Is it a donut? Please tell me it's a donut. I like donuts! Tell me. This had been going somewhere and you needed to find out. Tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me. He smelled like popcorn and candy when he stepped closer. It was great. About the tuck, and then he pulled the 4 of diamonds from behind your ear. What? What? You couldn't really have come from your ear, but you still didn't get how he'd done it. There was a light pause from the crowd, and the man gave a deep bow. This is for you. The magic man plucked a pair of balloons from a clump of them tied down to a stable. Both were in the shape of a dolphin instead of being a normal circle. And one for your friend too. Thank you for being my assistant. Going to bed, Capitos? Have a good night. Wow! No, you were really grateful. He chose you. After that, he went to someone else in the crowd. Pick a card! My voice cracked. Hang on a second. Pick a card! Any card! My uncle does that every time he visits. Not the balloons, the stuff with cards. Poe spoke plainly while reaching over to take the dolphin that had been designed for him. I was ruining the fun. At least you have. I was gonna say, well, at least we had fun. You saw a magic trick, and you got a great balloon. That was more than enough to make it a worthwhile event. You thought that you could find a card to practice. You thought you could find a card to practice with. Maybe you could make it disappear too. The crowd has started to clear some, and you notice the crowd has started to clear some, and you notice the the side, there was a whole rack of brightly colored kaleidoscopes on display. Picked up a kaleidoscope, you picked up a Rubik's Cube, fuck the Rubik's Cubes, took my 8-ball, you walk past the toys. Oh! Definitely a kaleidoscope.
Oh, cool! Check this out!
I don't know what it was, but I freaking loved kaleidoscopes when I was a kid. You shifted your balloon string to your other hand so you could bring the mysterious tunnel to your eyes. The whole palette of colors appeared right in front of you, spinning into all different kinds of shapes, and you twisted the end of the tube. Go picked one up and looked through, twisting the tube at the end. After a second, he set it back down on the rack, moving to the other side of the stall. He went under awning, careful of his own floating dolphin, and you joined him. I don't really like it here. You said nothing. Are you having fun? Do you have places like this in your old town? Crow blinked at you for a moment, and you wondered if you shouldn't have asked. You knew how much you missed that place. Not really. You nodded in understanding, looking over the stalls nearby. Alright, I'll be right back, cats. I really gotta go to the bathroom! Alright. Sorry about that. While Cove looked at sand pails, you were drawn to the table with colorful keychains laid out on it. They were sewn in the shape of sea creatures, and there was a plaque that read "Handmade" standing proudly in front of it.
I think last time I got a turtle. I kind of want to get a shark, just so I can sing, "Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do."
There are lots of different types. You saw a dolphin, a shark, a crab, a turtle.
I want the sharky. I want the sharky. The crab's also pretty cute, but I want the sharky this time.
Your hand stopped on the shark. A devious smirk filled the sharp teeth on its face. You weren't supposed to go near sharks in real life, but there was something about the shark you liked. The fabric on its back was soft when you picked it out. Ugh! You're instantly enamored. And the price, so your heart fell. $6. You didn't know much about money, but you thought that was a lot to spend on one thing. You really had you really had more than a $5 bill to your name. Though that changed the day you met Cove and his dad. You still had a $20 bill Mr. Holding gave you hidden away in your room. It was a grand sum of money, but you couldn't spend something like that. But you couldn't spend something that was at home instead of in your pocket. Maybe you'd have to ask your moms to bring you here again one day. Now that you knew what you wanted. Is that what you want? Huh? Oh, it's $6. I didn't bring any money.
Alright.
It's fine. Really? You took the keychain from your... Cove took the keychain from your hand, and that was that. He was holding a small yellow bucket for himself, too. My dad told me to. You seemed excited at the idea of displaying the keychain somewhere in your room. It was nice of Cove's dad to let Cove buy something for you, too. You had to remember to thank him next time you saw him. After Cove paid, the two of you stepped out of the store side by side. Your balloon dolphins knocking together and spiraling around the air. You watched Cove hold up his new pail to his face, examining it thoroughly. Hey, Cove. Yeah? Sorry about that. Thanks for the keychain. Thank my dad. Cove looked further down the street where different food carts were lined up. He registered his non-cast over his stomach. As he did, yours let out a light growl. You hadn't eaten since breakfast, and after all this wandering around, you were definitely ready for some lunch. Let's get some food. Agreed. I like food. Food is tasty. Yeah. You wandered around a short while looking at the delicacies that were available. Everything looked delicious. As the different smells, both sweet and salty, wafted over you. Your stomach growled even louder. After passing up hot dogs, snow cones, ice cream, and pizza, you both agreed on pretzels. Cove got something sweet and cinnamon, and you... I got a plain one, got one with cheese. Oh god, no, I kind of want one with cheese now. Got one with chocolate, got the thing. Oh, got one with cheese. You looked hungrily as the vendor handed your pretzel over, ready to take a bite. It was covered in gooey melted cheese, the way you liked it. God, now I'm hungry. I want a giant pretzel. I don't care if it's sesame, salty, or savory. I just want a giant pretzel and eat it. It seemed odd to get a dessert pretzel before eating normal food. You found an empty table close enough to the beach that grit the sand. I cannot speak. You found an empty table close enough to the sand that grit the sand. You found an empty table close enough to the beach that the grit of the sand made terrible noises when you dragged the chairs out to sit down. There we go. These balloons are gonna make it hard to eat. Simple solution. Tie the string around your wrist. Problem solved. Or to the chair. Probably better to do it around your wrist though, because you're going to take it with you. Joe placed the bucket on the table and then he started to ball up his hands that wrapped around the string. Open your mouth to agree, but an idea hit you. I know. Wait, yeah. After carefully placing your pretzel somewhere it wouldn't get sandy, you took the balloon dolphin out of Cove's hand and tied a delicate bow around his wrist. Exactly, that's what you do. You tie the bow around your wrist. There you go. Problem solved. Joe bounced his arm up and down in place, testing the stability of your knot. After watching his balloon jolt around, but remained attached, he smiled satisfied.
There. Now do mine.
He has one hand free. He repeated the ritual. Ko struggled somewhat with the cast, restricting his fingers on one hand, and string already tangled in the other. Oh no.
Okay.
Got it. The two of you spent a moment admiring your handiwork. Both your hands now free to allow easy munching on your pretzels. Nom 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 nom. You bit into the doughy treats, savoring on the taste on your tongue with a smile. You look satisfied over the ocean. God, I really want a pretzel now. God, I am so hungry. I'm so freaking hungry. I really want food. After you finished your pretzel, you were done. After a time, you finished your pretzel. You were done before Cope. It was boring not having anything to do. You pulled the string on your balloon to bring it down to your level. Then you held the dolphin in your hands, manipulating to make it look like it was jumping through the air. Oh, that's cute. If you turned to face towards the beach, it almost looked like it was swimming in the waves. A real dolphin. A laugh came from your side. When you glanced back at Ko, he had lapped the remaining parts of his pretzel on the wrapper, and he was gripping his dolphin too. Mine's named Merryweather. He's the prince of dolphins. Mine's Splash. They star in movies. Mine's Cherry. Mine's named Cherry. She's actually an alien. Mine's named Sam. They're just a regular dolphin. Just Sam. No, I'm gonna go with... I like Merryweather. He wears a crown made of seaweed, and all of his friends are merfolk. Every now and then, he'll make friends with a kid and let them ride on his back. You sighed, wishing you could meet a real dolphin like that, like Merryweather.
What's yours?
Ko considered this question, placing the balloon against the table and resting his free hand across in contemplation. It's... Loud pop. The dolphin exploded into ribbons. Oof!
There is nothing more heartbreaking than losing a balloon. Oh no.
Oh no!
For a second, all Cove did was gasp in shock like you, and his cheeks puffed up, squinting his eyes, and you saw tears start to glisten. You offered to find Alexander. You offered to give Cove your balloon instead. Oh, why not?
You can have my balloon instead if you want it.
Cove looked over at you, frowning. I don't want yours. Oh. Felt bad for Cove, but we're secretly glad, and you really liked the little dolphin, and you weren't ready to give it up. Chris spent the rest of the outing sniffling and didn't say much else. The passing of Cove's balloon was the last major event of your adventure. The two of you headed back late that afternoon. You separated on the beach, and while Cove went straight home with his brand new sand pail in hand, you decided to sit for a while. You watched the waves and the sunset. Fiddling with your new keychain. Another summer day was drawing up to a close. It had been nice for the most part. Hopefully there wouldn't be tears next time. Why do I remember there being 4 free side stories and 4 DLCs for each step? I guess there's 5. We're gonna save here. And we're gonna quit for the night. Or, I guess, night. Morning. Well, morning for me. Night for somebody, I guess. Boop. Boop. And a boop. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream this morning. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you all did too. If you are watching this as a VOD, be sure to like and subscribe. If you guys would like to send me snackies or presents the next time I stream, I have a treat stream and a throne. You do not have to send me presents or gifts. Please do not feel obligated, but if you do, I will probably cry a lot. If you like what you see here on my channel, or if you if you're entertained by me for some odd reason, feel free to follow me on my Twitter page, or you can follow my OCs on my Tumblr. Oh, what else? Oh, if you like what you see on my channel and would like to financially support me, you can click down to my stream elements page to donate however much you wish. But until next time, that is all for now. Have a good rest of your day, everyone, or night, depending on where you are and when you watch this. Bye-bye!